7 July will forever be a day of ritual. 7 July will forever be a day that I will celebrate this day till I leave this earth. 7 July will always be a special day in my life because it is a special day of someone that I came on this beautiful earth that I met, that I have loved, I have cherished. She has loved me, she has cherished me. She's always wanted the needs of me to be the first one to be tackled. My mental health, she wants to make sure nothing bothers me in the mind. She wants to make sure nothing bothers me at heart. She wants to make sure nothing bothers me in the physical world as well. If it is prayer, she will pray for me. If it is advice, she will give me the advice. If it is a thought, she will give me a thought. If it is a vibe, she will put me in the best mood. If it is any other thing that I ever needed as human, this lady of mine will just say it happens. So 7 July, I truly hold this day with so much gladness, with so much gratitude, with so much happiness. The 7 July will forever be a day I cherish for the rest of my life. And this day is a good day because it happens to be a day I remember my special lady, the woman I've loved, cherished, and understood, and felt extremely indebted to because this lady was extremely good to me. She was most often men don't really talk about women that has placed a special interest in their life, that has been extremely helpful, that have taken them from point A to point B, that has taken them from point 1 to point 20, from 1,000 to point 50 or wherever. Men usually don't speak about them because in the world of ours, we only see that help only comes from men. But there are some women that are playing a heavy and a sweet role in the man's life. There's some women doing extremely well. There's some women putting their men first. There are some women trying so hard to make sure some men don't die out of love, don't die out of need and all that. And this special human of mine that I'm celebrating happens to be one. I met this beautiful lady in Tama Community 9. No, we didn't meet in Tema Community 9, but that's where she resides, Tema Community 9. G Road. She has the brown gate. Brown gate. Is it house number 79? I don't know. But I remember this so well that Tema Community 9, at least, I won't forget the G Road. I won't forget house number 79 or so. I've forgotten the house number, but I remember so well it's Tema Community 9. G Road, minimum. There was even this day that I went to visit her and I saw the old friend. I was like, "Hey, Ziggy, what do you do for her?" Yeah, I can't visit her. This lady loved me so much that she was ready to do anything that I ever wanted. But I was the type as well that I was this low-minded person. Like, I'm not saying low-minded like I'm dumb, but I was this kind of person like, yeah, I'm also down to earth, and I'm meeting this down to earth and a loving person, appreciative woman. By all standards, a lady. By all standards, she ranks herself as she is a fully ranked lady. She has Yehovah. God has been so wonderful that I try so much that I need to walk in my direction and walking well because each and every time, people have been planted in our life whereby we kind of see them as normal people, but they are special human beings that are only here in our life to play a certain role in our life for a while, for the moment, for whatsoever. I've learned this and I've understood this kind of thing that you can't do it all. So certainly there's someone that God will definitely plant in your life. And yes, God planted the beautiful and the well endowed in every way, in habits, in nature, in stature, in everything, in beauty, and even all. I was even praying that I'm the type that I wasn't hairy, so I was even praying that really, Yabba, my kids will definitely be that hairy because that is not that hairy. These are the normal jokes, inside jokes we have to ourselves, God bless this beautiful lady of mine and may He reward him for the rest of my life. And this lady will be in my life for the rest of my life. I try so well to tell every woman that I ever met that it's not like we are dumb, but I try to put them. I don't know whether I'm a fool or a weird, but I try to let every woman that get closer to me know that there is this one person that I intend to carry her along my life for the rest of my life, not because I'm dating her or whatsoever, but there's this person that in case I'm to marry or whatsoever, I'll talk to her for the rest of my life. It might not be a daily conversation, but this is the person I intend not to push away. I intend not to cast away from my life because she has been extremely loving and nice, and even to a date, she still wants my best of me, wants to know if I'm good, I'm happy, and all. But I can't have a deep conversation with a married woman because she is married. I truly love and adore her for so many reasons. Even starting off dating her, I wasn't working back then. I remember so well that there was a day that I went to visit her alone, and she asked me, Kojo, there are two jobs that are falling on my office desk, and are falling on my office desk. And since you're not, she didn't put it now, like since you're not working, going in. She put it in a loving, in a calming, in a sweet way, like it was a loving and a calming in a sweet way, that in such a way that how she even presented those two jobs to me. This lady is very, very intelligent. So she suggested two jobs for me. I think it was a national identification and SNIT. And she asked, which one do you wish to work at? And I said, okay, since I like to travel, okay, let me go in for the national. I'm talking about 2007 or 2008 that I met this lady. And she said, okay, how about pick one of these jobs and apply for it? I said, okay, then let's go in for national identification. She said, okay, fine. So I went. So I gave her time that I will apply. So even with that, let me be truthful with that. We talked about that on phone and every other day, but she will prompt me, Kojo, have you applied? Or no, have you? And she will tell me, if you won't write the application letter, I'll write it myself and I'll send it to them. Like she will write it in my name. All she will need is, I remember this so when she told me she'll write it in my name since I wasn't ready to write the application letter. She'll write it in my name and send it to the National Identification Authority herself. And I said, oh, babe, well, Metro, I'll write it down. And she would keep reminding me, have you written it? Have you applied? Have you applied? Have you applied? Have you applied? Each and every passing day, she would remind me, have you applied for the job? Have you applied for the job? Have you applied for the until that very day that I applied for it, she was extremely happy. Extremely happy that if once my boyfriend has written the application letter, so come on. She has been so extremely good to me. Even on the very day that I met her and all that, she knew. She knew I was extremely broke. She knew I wasn't working. And this is a lady that has my special interest. There's no way we may have a deep conversation in us. I remember 2008. 2008, I went there to visit her. Went there visiting her. That vibe and that kind of end. Before I realized, she dipped this in my pocket. She placed this phone in my pocket 2009. Hello, Moto. The very day she placed this phone in my pocket, actually, I started sharing tears. I started sharing tears and I said, hey. So me, I can't carry phone. Yes. So this phone has been with me from 2008. 2008 to 2023. This is the first phone my girlfriend got me. Just because she wants to talk to me all the time. Back then, I think we were using Buzz. Not Buzzing me. Popularly known as Tigo Airtel now. This is the phone she got for me just because she wants to talk to me every day. She doesn't want me to go pick my mother's phone and all that to be speaking. She wants to hear my voice when she calls. This is the phone my girlfriend bought for me. 2008. She extremely have this deep interest in me, in my growth, in my happiness, and every other thing. I will get to the house and I'm being prepared the kind of food I wish and want to eat. On top of it, with my chilled Guinness. There were varieties of this food that she will prepare. Today it will be fufu, another time it will be rice, another time it will be yam, And then any meal that interests me that I really want to eat, that's what she will prepare. Hey, Yaaba. On one of the occasions that I even went to visit her, it was raining heavily, and this lady had only one umbrella, and she doesn't want a raindrop to fall on her boyfriend. So she ended up giving me her only umbrella, which is this one. Hey, hey. So I've kept this umbrella also from 2008. She ended up giving me her only umbrella just for the rain not to fall on me or for me to get wet. Special human. I'm sure actually I'm extremely grateful to you, baby girl. And God bless you always. And like I said, it's like I'm heavily indebted to you, to your kindness, to your love, to your sincerity, and to your faithfulness as well. I'm extremely indebted to you, and on any day, on any time that I will always live on this earth, you will only be, if I'm having a conversation about people that you get to know in our space of life, I will forever hold you in the highest esteem. I will forever speak well for you. So I leave this earth. You've been a wonderful person, and I'll forever love and adore and cherish you, and also let you know on any day, on any part of the world that I may be, on any zone, on any second, and every breathtaking moment in my life, that if they ask who is Catherine Yaaba, is the Ahanta, the lady from Ahanta. Hey, so sorry I couldn't make it to your dad's funeral. So sorry I couldn't even make it to your mom's funeral, but I know you are one of the person that won't even force people to do certain things that might not go well for them, even out of their will. Because at the end of the day, I keep saying this all the time. If you can't even be Yaba, you can't be a president of Ghana because you are kind of so compassionate and so sincere and loving. You may end up giving the state, if we are supposed to be 30 million, you may end up sharing the state money to everyone, every equal person, because most times I'll be vibing and having moments with you, and your interest will be on other people, how you care for people, how you always want people to succeed, how you want people to go well. You are compassionate, you are open-minded, you are loving. If there's any idea that someone needs, you don't keep things to yourself. You don't even keep information or even ideas or anything that can be of good or help to someone. You don't keep in it. You are never selfish at all. But as weird and as foolish as we are, as weird and as foolish as I am, I didn't make this beautiful relationship to last and go extremely well to where God has ordained that we may go. All the blame certainly will be on me. I'm the very one who messed up big time, and I left this beautiful and loving and type of this is a dream come true relationship that every man will always want. Having the woman that respects you, that adore you, that even wants your peace. I remember the very first thing you told me when the job, should I have a job? You said, Kojo, you had no interest in what may even come my pocket, whether they pay me $1 billion or $1 billion. You have zero interest of knowing that. All you told me was, Kojo, if you start making that money from 2008, you even said, hey, if you buy taxi, if you do this, you will do this. Whilst my mom gave me the idea of saving, you were even the very first woman in my life that ever told me about investment was you. I remember this so well from 2008. You were the very person that ever told me about investment. Because at the end of the day, I was in a relationship with you whereby I wasn't equal to the man tax, as in you were the very one that was even giving me all the cash, We'll be kissing, and before I realize, you'll be pushing cash in my pocket. We'll be making love before I realize you'll be pushing cash in my pocket. Transportation just for your boyfriend not to be in need. Not to say I don't have it, not to say I don't have the need. You make sure you did everything in your power for me never to be jealous of any relationship, because at the end of the day, the things that every human being needed to have, you were there. You were there to provide. You were there to do everything. And it would have been beautiful that our boy was to leave, our son was to leave to see this beautiful day. It would have been a big joy and a big blessing, because you were the very first human being that blessed me with a child. But unfortunately, the child passed away the next day, which I couldn't see with my eyes. And even till now, even having kids is even some way. It's weird in a way, but yeah, I mean, thank you so much for going through the extra mile, for even making sure I'm good and I'm happy and my mental health is sound, my mind is not bothered and all that. You still hold me in high esteem. You are even, if someone should ask you a question about me, you will go overboard. You tell the person only good things and nothing else. You've been extremely ah, thanks so much. Thanks so much for your interest, and thanks so much for respecting me. You gave me a lot of peace. Sometimes these women who are saying, so women cry, what do men even want? Sometimes people have a conversation, what do men really want? Because I was in a relationship, I had a lot of peace. I had a lot of laughter, because I wasn't even the one providing to me. It was my lady providing for me, making sure I'm good. By the end of the day, I didn't carry her to wherever that we needed to be, but I believe I take every blame, and all blame should be on me. And thank you so much, beautiful lady. God bless you and reward you accordingly. There were even chances, even when I had the job, when I had the national identification job, you traveled with a pickup full of food items just because you don't want your guy to go hungry. You even came to Gomoa de Rampo with a pickup full of food, full of provisions and cash, just because you don't. I was in the central region and you asked where I was, and I gave you the direction. You came over with food and cash just for your guy not to go hungry, not to go lean and all that. I remember there was one Christmas that, hey, I gave you the direction to my house, and before I realized it, that same car came over. I was told chicken. You gave me a live chicken too. Huge bag of rice. Oil. There was so many stuff. There was so many oil candies, and even on top of it all with a cash as well. So that very day, that year, I think it was around 2009. That 2009 Christmas was one of the huge Christmas, because we never expected such to even come our way, you know. I wasn't the person that was even pushing you to do certain things, but you were the very one always coming out wanting, pushing cash to me, giving me cash here and there, back and forth, making sure I'm good. I remember all these good things. There were so many good things that you were doing, providing, even making sure I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. All you cared about was even me, and you even had the chance to even go to America, but you couldn't go just because of my foolishness, just because you wanted to stay in this country and just be around with your guy. Like you would have been in America a long time ago, but Ziggy, because of me. I even got tired, because all the time, Kojo, are you okay? Kojo, Kojo, are you okay? Kojo, are you okay? Kojo, are you okay? Are you sure? Are you sure? Kojo, please tell me. Kojo, tell me what's wrong. Kojo, tell me. Kojo, are you okay? Kojo, are you okay? Kojo, are you okay? Kojo, are you okay? Are you sure? Kojo, are you sure? Kojo, are you sure? Kojo, are you sure? These were the things that kept happening all the time. Always wanting to know what's bothering me. Always wanting to know whether I'm okay. Always wanting to know I'm in the best state of mind. Always wanting to know whether I'm good. Always wanting to know my family good, my brother good. I truly can't say too much, but I truly can't say too much.